Alright, I'm recording this right after I did my live stream. I don't know how my live stream was. All I know is that it was me reacting to the Battle Pass, and I'm really tired, but one of my friends on Discord is helping me, was telling me to make like a theory video after watching my live stream before the big YouTubers do it, so I'll be getting more views, but I'm I might have to split this into a two-parter, and the second part will come out after, like, later on today, but alright, so the plot of this is that I'm gonna try to be I'm making a theory of the story of this season before, anything happens, like, I don't know if we're getting loading screens, any of that, like, before Epic does anything, I'm gonna try to make a quick video of a theory that I have that will kind of connect this to the kind of connect to chapter 1 and the first two seasons, like around maybe like chapter 1 season 5 and chapter 1 season 10. Those are the two seasons I'm gonna try to connect this chapter season 2 plus season 1 and season 2 of this chapter, because that's how it is. But alright, so to start off, due to I looked in Battle Pass, and the Battle Pass there are 3 items, I think, yeah, no, like 4 like a whole set that revolves around the rifts and the butterflies from Kevin the Cube from season 5/season 6 last chapter. Also, due to it will be the rifts that also involved with the making of this island and season 10's the end of it, because season 5, season 6, and season 10 all revolves around the energy and the rift. Now I'm gonna try to show y'all what I'm talking about. Now, like this skin, Fade. Alright, I don't know why it's glitching, but alright, so Fade, he has both stars, and the last one's like an Oni. He's like the drift of the season. He says, far from home, the journey must continue. So he's clearly not from this island. And that could mean anything, but like, if we continue going, we got, we got his pig ass. Thing. Yeah. Eon Brave. They don't look much. There's just like Edge / Eternity. Like Eternity, like that's weird. Edge of Eternity. The only other stuff you heard Eternity was in Turn Voyager, but like that's not what I'm trying to say. This is glider. I didn't see. It's Rift. Convergence. Follow the butterfly. This is the glider that got this idea sparked. Because how else can he pull this glider out? This is coming from Rift. And if you don't know, the Rift butterfly will connect to Kevin. The Rift made Kevin, and Kevin is made butterflies. And that is how this island got transferred from the Rift and the black hole, was like a mega rift. So my theory is that this season, this character Fade might play an important part of the story, plus the engineer, because really the engineer is important from last season, because that Midas had a picture of it, and also in John Jones' office, this is Jonesy, his real name, in that office when first person, if you look in the desk, there was files of Midas, Lynx, and Jules, and they all had top secret on them. So that means they must have been they had it been kept secret and was like top priority. Like, you have to focus on these people, and that's because some other people talk about this, but this Fortnite, like the island we're playing on, could be a simulation, because it kind of makes sense. It's like with how, like with the storm and all, how we don't die, but we still robot pick us up. Like that seems like a simulation. And also because in one of the quotes Jones said, he talked about the storm. It's not the storm, and he said it must be connected to the loop. So John Jones knows about the loop. But the only other time we heard people knew about the loop was the 7th. Well, dude, Jonesy was there to talk, and the 7th they would talk, but every other Fortnite character can't talk. It's making that the simulation makes so people will be muted. Like it was said, because once you're in the simulation, all you can do is just follow the simulation's rules and just continue on the infinite loop. Not be able to talk, not be able to talk. But through the 7th, they were special. They were like a special case. They must have came outside the simulation, outside of the loop, and they entered the loop. But then what's worse, they'll be muted. The visitor / scientist from season 10, he made the recordings and hoped that people in the simulation, whoever comes in and find those tapes, will be able to hear out what he said And he even says, once he gets out, will he be as amusing as the others? And once the timer, it's nothing. The timer was the rocket, and once he went inside the rift, the orb or whatever, the Nexus is kind of like in between of simulation and the real world. If you look at the Doomsday device, when it was floating, it looked and acted kind of like the orb from Season 10. And we know the orb has properties for the in-between, which kind of bridges the simulation and the real world. So, the engineer might have helped minds make the orb, I mean not the orb, the device, the Doomsday device, to break the Storm Machine. Jules, Midas, and Link might be from the real world, and they jumped in to help Seven maybe, or they didn't even know about the Seven's existence. And they wanted to try to see if they could get in a simulation and break out. But once they realized they were in a loop, they had to make a machine to break the storm, which they thought would break the loop. Because once the storm goes in, everyone dies. Everyone has to restart the simulation. But what they didn't realize is that the simulation and the people like John Jones and the people who were controlling the simulation had a backup plan in case the storm breaks, which is to make a tsunami, a wall tsunami that acts just like the storm, except it'll make it so no one will be able to do anything once you're in it, and you'll just be stuck unless you have to reset the simulation. But it was temporary, and it was temporary because they didn't want to make it permanent, because they wanted to keep the simulation working properly. But once they realized the simulation, like the tsunami broke, and they had to flood the thing, and the storm was back, they realized that they can't just rely on the storm, and they have to flood it to make sure every single evidence is going. Now back to Fade. He might be from the real world, and like how Drift, Drift was in the real world, came from real life, and was transferred from a rift. Now what if Fade, in this alternate dimension that I think this is, a simulation, there's two of them. One being Chapter 1, which is a dimension for them in the simulation, and this one's another dimension for the people inside of the simulation. What if he was also in the exact same real world that Drift came from, but was sent to this chapter? Which is why his whole set is wrong with the rift. He must have came from the real world from a rift that the Seven might created, so now he hides the properties of the rift, and maybe even the storm like Drift. So that will kind of explain how he has this of Glider, maybe the butterfly, which came from Q, like, it may not make sense now because I'm tired, but also I'm trying to just get this video out. But what I'm trying to say is that this season will be the breaking point of if Fortnite is a simulation and how this chapter is connected to chapter 1. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, this is gonna be the connecting between chapter 2 and chapter 1. That's what I just seen about her. And also because it's just, if you look at this comet crash, whatever, this looks like a meteor from chapter 1 with the purple effects. And we also have this, which is from an ancient voice that's Wolf. It's like Wolf, as we see here, is an alternate ancient version of like Dark Words and all. But also, like, why would we have a female Black Knight? Like, why would we have this? This is like an alternate Knight, and we thought alternate Knight was from another dimension. So this is the fact that there could be multiple realities. In Fortnite, which is a simulation, there's multiple, let's just say multiple simulations running in one massive simulation. So chapter 1, all these seasons, two chapters are 2 dimensions, or 2 different simulations that collided due to 7. Like, that's why we're in a loop, because the simulation constantly puts us in a loop. This may seem like a bunch of jamble stuff that I'm creating, but I'm just say everything that came to my mind. And what came to my mind once I got the style pass. Now I'm ending it here, because I'm going to sleep after this, and I got stuff planned today. But comment down below what's your theory, or how you think of that season. Like, do you like the season? Do you think my theory kind of makes sense? Like, just Leave all that in the comments. I'm going to sleep. Bye.